Good morning. I'm leaving the office in Buckhead. It's 11 o'clock, and I'm heading to. Well, first I got to go charge my car, but I'm heading to go meet with a lady whose house is in pre-foreclosure here in the Atlanta area. And I think it's going to be pretty exciting because I definitely think we can help her out, and there's some meat on the bones for the deal. So she's to the point in the pre-foreclosure where she's probably just going to lose the house and walk away with nothing. So what we're hoping we can do, if everything lines up and she's willing to work with us, is we can catch her up on the payments and maybe help her walk away with a little bit of money so she doesn't get that foreclosure on her record and walk away with nothing. And it'll allow us, just because we're coming in to help, we should be able to get into a pretty nice investment home for, I wouldn't say an insignificant down payment, because I think she's almost $40,000 behind on her mortgage. But we'll come in, catch that up, fix up the home. It does need work, and possibly put it on the market, maybe keep it as a rental, maybe do a lease option. Still kind of checking out the options on that because we don't have the house yet. But I'm heading to meet with her. It should be good meeting. I'm probably not going to record while we're there, but I'll definitely let you know what happens afterwards. It is about 30 minutes away from the office here, and my car is going to be at 7% battery when I get there, so I'm definitely going to stop and grab something to eat and charge for a little bit. I've got an hour to get 30 minutes away, so hopefully we can squeeze it all in. Okay, I timed it well. Got a few minutes to spare just here at the charger. Trying to fill up as much as I can. One thing that's interesting is that, obviously you're watching this, but a weird amount of people watched the first vlog and are watching some of the other ones. I mentioned it in an earlier episode that there were like 2 views on it. Probably no one's going to watch it, but right now there's like 75 or something. Kind of crazy. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll look back at this one day and be like, oh, that was dumb, or who knows, maybe millions of you will watch it. It's really weird. Honestly, pretty awkward that you're watching this right now, but it's going to push me to get better at it. I'm going to make these better, hopefully make them more valuable, really just bringing you along with me on what I'm doing every day and some of the stuff I'm working on, the thoughts I'm having. But do have some travel coming up soon, some interesting podcasts and things that are probably just going to play out, just part of life. I'm going to take you along with me. Give it about 2-3 more minutes here at the charger, and then I'm heading to the house, and I'll report back after that. I'm not going to bring the camera in or anything. It's a little weird. Maybe one day. Would love to take you with me on this, but I'll give you a thorough recap, I promise. Okay, an update. I got a contract written up for the house that I went to see. Pretty much she's only gotten a bunch of lowball offers. So I came in, I was like, yeah, we could probably pay like pretty close to full price. Just got to work with you, make some payments towards your equity or something. And she'd never been pitched anything like that. So I think we're going to get it. I mean, what we'll do is we'll stop the foreclosure process, go ahead and catch up all the payments there. And man, it's been a long day when your phone's dead. The thing about Teslas is that your phone is your key. So I had to get the spare key out of my wallet. The other good thing about Teslas is that it's wireless chargers, so I don't have to remember to bring a phone charger either if my phone does die. Let's get in here real quick and talk. I threw some ideas out to her, really just brainstorming on what might work for her situation. She's got a good bit of equity, like at least $100,000 in equity. So she doesn't really want to walk away from it, but she doesn't have the cash to pay the arrears. She's like almost $40,000 behind. So what I offered to do is, we'll bring the cash up front to go ahead and pay back the arrears, stop the foreclosure process, and we're going to talk to the bank and make sure we actually can stop it. It's not going to go to auction. We end up losing the house. But we'll get that caught up, take over payments, and then we'll make, I think I offered $500 a month for the first year, because the house needs a lot of work. We're going to have to spend a lot of money to get it fixed up, get someone in there, get it all rented, but she's been renting it by the room historically, and I think if we did that, we can get a lot in rent. So we may do that. I mean, it's a good option just for the house. It's got a lot of rooms. It's a big house, like 3,500 square feet, maybe 4,000 square feet. Plenty of parking. So that is a good strategy. What the thing is, we might have spent $100,000 on the renovations, which is a lot of money. So I explained that, and she kind of got past the wanting a down payment piece, because at first she said she would want something substantial up front, and then I'm like, we're putting something substantial up front. It just unfortunately can't go to you. And we'll pay her $500 a month for the first year while we get it all fixed up, while we get people rented in there. But once it's producing income, I'm pretty sure we could pay her more. So I said, $1,000 or $1,500 a month, and I think we're going to end up at $1,500 a month. But that's going towards our equity, getting her paid off, getting her out of the house, and really solving her situation and creating some passive income for her. So I think that's going to work. Got a couple other deals, some, always got deals to work on. There's one that might be a good master lease in South Carolina. Talked to the broker. He actually told me, I think this would be a good master lease for you guys. I think it'll make sense for the sellers. So wrote up a little bit of an offer. I'm waiting to hear on their debt situation. Just, the monthly payment that I offered would work good for us, but I want to make sure it covers their mortgage. If it doesn't, they're just going to say no. But I've got that written up, ready to go. Gonna probably call that broker on the way home, and a few others. Talked about some deals in Florida that we're working on. There's always stuff to, always something to do, especially when you're buying commercial real estate. And we're really just looking in the southeast, but stuff's popping up in Florida. We got stuff in South Carolina. We got plenty going on here in Atlanta and South Georgia, North Georgia. Really the piece for me, what I've been learning a lot is like how to talk with the brokers and how we can get the deal done. Because unfortunately, a lot of the brokers either don't understand the creative piece to a lot of what we're doing right now. Just because, and I've said this in the other videos, some of these deals, literally, the bank will not do the deal in a traditional sale. Like the income does not support it at current interest rates. So it's not that we're, trying to be these no money down gurus and come in and buy these properties with no money down. It's like the traditional sense doesn't work unless they want to really drop the price down, which they don't want to do yet. So we come in and we're just providing a different solution. There's like over 30 ways. Shane has figured out 33 ways that you can buy real estate. So other than just going to the bank, putting 35% down and getting a mortgage, you could do the seller financing subject to land sale contracts, master lease with purchase option, like tons and tons of different ways to do it. And it really depends on their situation. So what I'm trying to do is really figure out what do they need to sell it for, like why do they need to sell it for that much, and how can we get that for them. Most of the time right now in the current market, just going to the bank and getting a loan is not how we can get that for them. So maybe they need to hold on a little bit longer, but they have to get out of the management. So they can't, they can't just keep running the property for whatever reason. But maybe they can hold, they can hold a note and keep their money in the deal. Stuff like that. Like just trying to figure out what makes sense for them, get them the money they need, because, I'm an investor. I want to make money on every deal. But if I need to sell right now and the market just isn't the greatest for selling, like how can I maximize return? And then you run into people that just have a tax situation. They've just, hey, I bought this for $100,000, now it's worth $3 million. Huge capital gain situation. If I gave him $3 million, probably put him in a worse situation than if I just gave him a couple $1,000s a month. So, so many different things you can do. It's all different, all in everybody's different situation. But yeah, enough about real estate. Gonna drive home, get a little bit of work done, hopefully on the way home. Let me see what traffic says on how long it'll take me. 44 minutes to get home. May need to charge again. I didn't get a full charge in the car earlier just because I had to go to that appointment with the seller. man, I'm hungry. I've only eaten once today, and Madeline's playing tennis tonight, so she's not gonna be home, and doubt she cooked. I don't know. Sorry if you're watching, Madeline. Hope she's not watching this. Man, it's so awkward knowing that people do actually watch the vlog. Like, if you're watching this, like, don't tell me. Like, I mean, leave a like and comment, of course, for the algorithm, but don't tell me. So weird. I'm gonna get to driving. Probably think of some things I want to talk about. One thing is I like to just hit record and just go and talk about what's like in my head right now. And sometimes when the camera's going and when I'm talking, yeah, just like this, like it's not really what I want to talk about, but I'm going and I'm trying to make it a good video. So let me think for a little bit and then I'll pull the camera back out. It's been about 60 seconds. I decided what I want to talk about. So I didn't go to the gym this morning. I was up late last night just working. It's been interesting for me because I've always been surrounded by people that kind of have that morning success routine, get up early, go to the gym, like do all these things and have this consistent routine. And that's the way I always did it because it's the way the people around me were doing things. And I feel like I may be more naturally a night person. I think I'm more creative around 10, 11 p.m. and I can execute on an idea till 1, 2, 3 in the morning. And it just makes it really tough to get up. Of course, you stay up till 3 in the morning, it's hard to get up at 5. But man, it's hard for me to get into the gym if I'm not up by 6. It just with everything else, and then trying to beat traffic and get to the office, it's just hard to get into the gym if I'm not up that early. Super hard to get up that early if I'm staying up late working. It's not like I'm staying up playing video games or out partying or whatever, you know, putting the work in on a bunch of projects. So it's different. So that being said, I'm planning to go to the gym tonight, which is, I mean, I've been to the gym at night several times before, but it's not like the routine. Yeah, for more than a year now, pretty much every morning I've been in the gym like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. So it's different. Another thing that is different about that is most people are not one to get up and go to the gym at 6, 7 in the morning. So it's a lot busier this time of night. It'll probably be 7:45, 8 o'clock before I get in there. It's interesting. It's a different experience. Like I feel like when I'm in the gym at 6 o'clock in the morning, just put my headphones in and get to work, and there's not a ton of people in there. You know, there's always at least a bench open. Most of the machines I need are available, or they'll be available quickly. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to figure that out. Like that's a thing I need to figure out, because I really do prefer just staying up late and doing a bunch of work and, you know, really just getting things done. And whether that has me going to bed at 11 p.m. or 2 a.m., like it also feels like I did a lot that day, and you know, I got the most out of my day. But man, I really don't like it when I don't go to the gym. I really love to go to the gym in the morning. It's interesting, just trying to figure that out. You know, things are looking different in my schedule these days than they were a year ago. So I don't know. Maybe I don't need to have a routine. I do really enjoy going to the gym, and I'd like to go every single day. But kind of last night I had a late night just working, and was not going to be out the door by 6:30. It is what it is, but got to get it in. Like you know, today's going to be a good chest day, and everybody loves chest day. It's always the best. And then the way this works is if I think of something else I want to talk about, I'll let you know. I don't know if you can see this, but Atlanta's so beautiful, and there's a beautiful sunset, and I really don't think you can see it, and I hope this Tesla doesn't hit me. But man, I always like driving out of Buckhead. Completely stopped traffic. Literally 0 miles per hour right now. I don't even know what's happening. We're moving a little bit. Yeah, I see some lights up there, but GPS was taking me back roads for a while, And then here we are. I just got back on the interstate after cutting through all of Marietta, and I'm still 10 miles away, and it says I'm gonna be 20 minutes till I get home. Quite interesting. This happens a lot. It's been a while since I've been stuck in traffic this bad, but it does happen. It does happen in Atlanta very often. We'll see. I have to get over a couple lanes, so I'm going to stop recording, but it's just, it's a mess. Gotta love it, though. I do love Atlanta. Love the city. This is what you gotta deal with, part of it. A lot of other people love Atlanta, and they all live here. And they all drive cars every single day, unfortunately. I said hi. Had dinner. It was fajitas. I cooked them up. They were prepped and ready by Madeline when I got home. I just had to throw them in the pan and cook them to 165. So sit here, play with Rosie for a little bit, and head to the gym and wrap it up for the night, I think. Actually, I do need to send one contract. I'm going to get that taken care of. But I may go to the gym first so I can think better. See you tomorrow.